Hey guys, this is the new level up we're doing with more thorough details. We've finished the 10Q down to 13Q area where we're laying down a bunch of foundations and getting things straight in our head. And now we're starting our way up where we'll be making assumptions. We won't be re-explaining a bunch of stuff. In other words, we're putting all that into practice. So let's see how it goes. As you know, I've already played this game against Crazy Stone, and now I'm using the KGS board so I can show variations. Okay, where are the white stones? I like this Joseki, life and points. Lots of things we can do. I just take the next one that suits my fancy. Here, this is the old style, right? Maybe some of you are new and don't know there's an old style, but we don't use this anymore, or try to get used to not using it. I won't go into a lot of detail. If it was, for me, a real game, I would play this way and see what black does. So actually, there's a few questions here, but anyway, AlphaGo, or rather AI, likes this one, and it's very simple. I mean, one move, it's done. So I went that way. I just went the simple way. Okay. Black comes in. So a lot of times you'll play the opening and there's no questions, like up to here. There's no questions. You just play wherever you want, as long as it's a corner, and you just settle your group and there's no questions. And then the middle game starts and the things become puzzles. But here, instead of black playing an opening move, for instance, like this, he plays a middle game move right away. So we have questions. What should we do? So we want to plug in our pattern. So what's the pattern? There are 4 entities involved in this situation. We're not thinking about doing anything with those 2 A stones. They're out, they're safe, they're not part of the equation, meaning I'm not going to attack them, this sort of thing. So let's get rid of A. D, we're not worried about because D's out, can't get surrounded. I mean, we might choose to use it, but we're not going to be defending it. It's the B stone, 3-1 in black's favor, if you look at it from that perspective. You could also say it's 2-1 in white's favor if you look more on the bottom. Now, I'm kind of assuming see what I mean, but here's the 3-1 in black's favor, and here's the 2-1 in white's favor. So it looks like black's going to be having an advantage here. He's got more stones here, more prepared. He could do a lot of things and be fine. I decided my main goal was to defend or deal with the corner because it's my cornerstone that's having a problem. So 3-3. Immediately, the situation's easy. My 3-3 is alive. That doesn't mean that a stone specifically is alive, but rather that area I have a very healthy living group. So easy. It's an easy move, taking advantage of a simple look. Took me a while to say it, but it's a simple idea. Here we go. Play out a Joseki. Now, as 13 cues, you might not know the Joseki, but we can't spend all our time talking about every single move. Okay. Joseki. What the heck is that? Okay. Something we've talked about in the 10 to 13 range was that you must get used to reading out like two moves all the time. Habit. We've talked about get your finger out of the bowl, get your hand out of the bowl, get your finger off the clicker, and just spend a moment thinking. This habit will do you good. If you don't have the habit, you're probably going to play here right away. That's what cue players do. Oh, I'll fix that. But if you just spend a moment, you go, well, actually, I can go this way and he can't cut me. That is necessarily better. Okay, onward. Black plays here. A strange move. So you're spending that moment thinking, and as pattern, you say, is he hurting my A group? No, my A group should be alive. Is he defending his B group? Well, his B group is out, and it's... So what is he doing? Really not much of anything. So we have a free move. And this free move can be boom, ba-boom, ba-boom, boom. Any of these, fine. Notice, didn't mark E, because we know that's a small area due to white's low settled group on top. But any of these, they're great. Whichever one you like. You can start worrying about which one once you're 3 done. Great, start worrying about it. Start applying strategy and, oh, how can I get an extra point out of this? But give me a break. They're all great. I went 3-3. Why not? Lovely corner. We would love, yes, we push one more time. We've seen that lots of times. When to do it, when not to do it. And then again, our pattern is noticing that we're done and that he's done. Great. I'm fine. He's fine. What's next? So we're going to check out, and here's the habit, check out what are the next ideas. Then you can choose which one you like. So we know that our A stone is kind of near a black wall that goes all the way from B down to C. Big black wall. And that A stone, I mean, it's not in immediate danger, but he can start bothering it and attacking it and pushing it. I don't think it's going to be dramatic, but that's one thing he can do. So because of that, A is one choice. Take the corner, support your stone. Pretty simple. What about B? Well, black can't take the left because he's undercut. So it's kind of half value, right? Black can't take it. Yeah, white can take some, except black's already there, so he can't develop it. Neither black nor white can develop the left. So I'm not even thinking to mark B. A, two-purpose move. B, one purpose, kind of a lesser purpose. Okay, so I'm not marking B. What else? Black has a big wall in the upper left. We could negate that with something like B. I can't think of another idea. If the game was further along, so we're in middle game, then we might consider this, saying, I'm going to start dealing with the wall directly. Use my Aji Stone at 03, start working it, see what develops. But we're still in the opening. I took the corner. That's the bad move. Now, I'm doing this to show you will be playing the lesser moves. You won't be playing as if you are AI and perfect all the time. And it's fine. It's a big move. It's not on the list of biggest moves, but it's certainly a big move. Good enough. Turns. That's ridiculous. Is Black trying to develop the left? That's silly. Is he trying to defend his own group? No. Is he trying to attack us? We're alive. It's a nothing move. However, it does allow him this in Sente. Now, I could play this to take it away, but I find myself a little cautious to play here now because it's kind of getting close to an amazing wall there. So I went ahead and just played that and let him have his little corner thing. That way I'm further from the wall. A little bit of strategy. They could both be fine. Black attacks as he takes points. This is questionable. This is me picking a fight. Why am I picking a fight? Black is strong there. Yeah, not a great idea. What would be better? So defend A and what? Defend A and develop area 1. Area 1 is so small, just a little finger grab of air there. Defend A and reduce 1. Area 1 could get big quickly. Oh, that's getting big pretty fast. So you see my idea of why I'm playing here. Perhaps it's better if you were to just play there or even here, just to flatten it a bit, right? So that it's not big. That might be better. This is a bit out of line. Now, when I'm playing it, I remember feeling, this feels a bit awkward. It's like, well, if I put it down as a question rather than a statement, like, I just want to know what you're going to do, then I'll make sure I'm safe one way or another. Black plays here. Okay, I'm thinking to myself, if he cuts my A-stones off, for instance, like this, at the very least, I can just run out. And he can't catch me. That's at least I can get out. So I play here using my stones, bothering his stones, very useful move. And I know at the very least I can run to safety. And maybe I can run home. That would be great. So what happens? Here, you're supposed to haunt it ahead of 2 stones. Now, if there was no cut, I would never dream of doing this. I played a weak move right in his area. It's my wife trying to cause me trouble. She's got a cute look on her face. I just wouldn't dream of it. But he's got a cut there. So I'm playing near his weakness, not his strength. He's got the cut at A. I can come down and separate his two groups at B. I'm getting near his, I can peep at C. So I'm thinking, like, seems reasonable, right? You're playing a move that there's stuff all around. Should be okay. So the point of these videos is to try to get a mental state, kind of showing you how to get into a mental state, because you're going to be in situations that you don't know what to do, right? And step one, don't worry. Like, here, a little crazy playing a weak move near a bunch of black stones. Why are we doing that? Well, step one, I'm trying not to worry. Step two, I am trying to help my stone as I diminish him. I mean, it makes sense, but what if it doesn't work? Well, that's the trick. What does work mean? You must be willing to give up the A stone, give up the B stone, give up your little C area. You're keeping your eye on the main goal. Black's got a big wall. That seems to be the issue. So I'll start here. Now what? Well, I'll use my stones. I know I can at least run out. Well, now what should I do? Well, you might decide, I'm just going to connect. And then I'll threaten to mess him up. And then I'll just start getting out. Okay. You accomplished your goal, got rid of his wall. You have a very safe group. You probably give up that stone, right? You don't care about that stone. Your main group here is just fine. So I'm hoping you're catching the drift of move forward. Don't be afraid, but as long as you keep the main goal on your mind. You see these cue players start putting stones down, and they have zero idea of what they're trying to do. So have a goal. Oh, that worked out. I have a strong group. He still has a ton of cuts. It worked out. This threatens to kill things. He says, I don't care. And now we see our original four stones there. They're in trouble. So trouble, the bell goes off, little flag comes up. Think, you better think. Stop what you're doing. Think. If you're not thinking, oh, I'll just kill here. Yeah, but you missed the main point. Well, what do I do? Should I run out? What should I do? Just a minute. There's two cuts there, not just one. Oh, I got him. But if you don't have a habit of thinking and looking, stay calm and look. Okay, years back, 20 plus years ago, when I used to play competitively, there you are at the tournament, open section, nervous as all get out, sitting across from 7 dons and 8 dons. What did I do? Step one, breathe. Breathe. I am so nervous. My emotions are going all over the place. Calm down. Breathing. Step two, what is the simplest thing I can see on this board? What's the issue? What am I trying to, what's the basic thing I'm trying to accomplish? Okay, what's the simplest way of accomplishing that? And when I follow that pattern, I'm consistently coming up with very good moves and doing fantastic. So that's what I'm trying to convey here is just have a main goal. Don't slip up and just put a stone down. Okay, onward. Sorry, capture, live. That's silly for black to play there. Now you'll find if you're playing at a 9Q level, your opponents will be playing moves like this. What's the value of this move? If white plays it, white does not gain a point. So it's a 1-point move in Gotek. So basically a pass. If you're thinking about your moves, just your basic moves, then you won't pass. He's passing, you're not. You win. That's it. You win all your games because you're not passing. And all of a sudden you're 5Q. 5Q still pass, but not very often. Okay, onward. I was a bit of a loss. What should I do here? Let's take a look at what to do. Black can play A, and assuming he gets that area, it's less than 10 points in Gote. Not very impressive. So I don't care about, let's call it area 1. I don't think area 1's very interesting. Area 2, far more interesting. Okay. Then we have large center area 3. It looks like black might be able to do a lot there. My guess is, well, it's not a guess. I've seen it 1,000 times. No, I've seen it tens of thousands of times. Yes, I've been playing Go that long. That they go, oh, I better do something with the center right now. I mean, I've done it myself. Just go, well, wait a minute. We're still in the opening. Just finish up the opening. There's no need to rush. That's a statement of being calm. When like Mr. Yang says, when you're in the opening, play opening moves. Ooh, that's so deep. Okay. So this is like last opening move when it comes to big areas. Here, I thought very seriously about just ignoring this and maybe start coming in at 1 or something. I don't know. And then I thought, well, I can imagine him starting to surround my K4 stone on a very large scale. And I thought, if I simply connect, then my A stone has a strong foothold inside his center area. So my move is all about defending A, which reduces his center. Now, it also happens to be a small opening move. I'm playing on the side. That's actually bigger than it looks. But anyway, main goal, defend A, reduce his center. That's not a very wide area he's trying to get. That's a bad move. I started here because he's got so many holes. Come on through, make some cuts. What? Sorry, kill. Sorry. Remember, we're trying to think. No need to capture. Just come out into his area because he's just dead. So he cannot kill you. Oh my God, this is so bad for black. So, something to notice. How many points are we getting per move? 0 plus 0 plus 0. Oh, and black's getting so many free moves. No. Every single move black puts down is horribly weak, accomplishing near 0. So it's way, 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 way in white's favor. Okay. Time to capture. He does not put me in Atari. So now we have one of the hardest moves in the game. Which killing move should we use? Each one is absolutely wonderful. I always find if I have 2 or 3 excellent, like they're all wonderful. I have the hardest time choosing. Should I take $100 or $101? It's like, I just start getting like, I don't know. So I just try to find, so it looks kind of like his whole right side's dying here. So I thought, well, I'll just start there. Capture. And that's when he resigned. Okay. So in this game, we tried to apply some of the things we've learned in the earlier ones. Habits of thinking rather than putting a stone down. I cannot tell you how valuable that is to develop that habit. Simply cannot. It's more than you're thinking. Whatever you're thinking, it's more valuable than that. The habit of just pause. Once you get in the habit, it doesn't take more than 30 seconds. Now, maybe that's a long time, but it gets faster and faster. Okay, enough said. Thanks a lot. Catch you later. Bye.